Okay, so we have we are still discussing unjustifiable interference. Okay, let's have a look at the case. We have, this is quite famous case, Yip Shoshan and Sin Hip Lee Marubeni, and useful, okay, for the purpose of understanding, okay, the application of the rule pertaining to trespass to land. Usually, plaintiff and defendant in action for trespass to land, it involves neighbors lah. I mean, the one who are next to each other. Okay, here. So in this case, plaintiff and defendant, they were owners of two adjoining lands. I mean, next to each other, neighbor here. And on defendant's part, okay, I mean, he has certain, the company, he has a big project here, mega project. So there was a project of golf course together with residential and commercial complex construction lah, on the land. No problem, okay, you can do whatever you like with the land. But the problem is, okay, debris, okay, whatever unwanted stuff here, okay, from defendant's construction work, were dumped on plaintiff land, and it even formed a steep slope. I mean, it's so huge here, okay, the debris here. So is it a case of trespass to land? Obviously, okay, very, very clear-cut case here. So the court held, yes, defendant was liable in trespass to land here. Okay, so it is actionable per se, but then here actually it caused certain damage or losses to plaintiff as far as the case was concerned. Okay, is it possible to commit trespass to highway? This is the case from common law. Maybe in Malaysia we have slightly different different way of doing things lah. But over there, the highway, I mean, you can have highway passing through or passing over your land here. But in Malaysia, usually the government will acquire your land kan first, compulsory acquisition of the land. That's the way. But here it's possible that you own your land, but then there is a public highway, okay, running onto your land here, running through your land here. It's possible. So in this case, Hickman, okay, the case name is Hickman and Maisie, very, very old case, 1900 lah, okay, 20th century case here. So plaintiff, he used his land to train horses. So he owns certain horses, and I mean, there's a training of horses lah going on here. And there was a road or highway across his land. Okay, and I mean, defendant and other road user, they just use the land in order to pass through lah. Okay, but then as far as defendant was concerned, he used the land in order to spy on plaintiff horses. I mean, they were involved in betting kan. That's why they need to spy lah. He need to spy, okay, to make certain forecast, okay, about the next game, for example. Okay, by the way, now it's World Cup kan. So I think most of you into World Cup. My husband lah, so kena bayar additional package for Astro kan, that one bayar 100 okay, for the whole World Cup season. Okay, and then coming back here, so a man, the court held that, okay, is it a trespass? Okay, I mean, you use the road, use the highway, but then with additional action here, okay, additional thing that you do, okay, here. So the court held that normally it's okay, okay, a man resting at the side of the road or taking a sketch from the highway, then it will not be a trespasser. I mean, this is something which is acceptable to all. It's a norm. Okay, the defendant activities, okay, as here, it fell outside an ordinary and reasonable user of highway. I mean, the act of spying here, this is something which is not allowed lah, basically, okay, not reasonable. So it amounted to trespass, and the court held that defendant, okay, had committed trespass to land when he was not using the road for its purpose. I mean, for you to I mean, to pass through kan, not to do the spying act here, okay, to the other side of the land. So meaning this is something which is beyond permission lah. Alright, so it amounts to trespass to land or trespass to highway actually. Okay, still we're talking about unjustifiable interference, okay. Okay, I mean, whatever case that we were discussing just now is about surface kan, interference with surface of plaintiff land, okay. And then interference can also be committed, okay, with the subsoil, okay, below plaintiff land. Especially, what if interference is committed with regards to airspace? Do you own airspace above your land here? That's the question. So the answer could be yes, could be no. Okay, but then yes, but with certain limitation. I mean, we have a law on that. Okay, so we have some common law cases. Okay, we have 4 minutes. 4 minutes left. Okay. The first case about interference with airspace here, Carlson and Imperial Tobacco, 1957. This is about advertising signboard, and it was erected, okay, installed by defendant on their own shop. I mean, they are shop owners here, but it projected 8 inches. Okay, how long is 8 inches? This long, 8 inches. okay, into the airspace above plaintiff shop. So it encroached a plaintiff shop lah. Okay, not really the shop, but the airspace, kan, the airspace here. So is it a trespass? Yes, it is. Okay, it created a trespass and mandatory injunction was issued to remove the signboard. Usually injunction is a very, very common remedy, okay, for action of trespass to land. Okay, another example here, we have a case of Woollerton and Wilson Limited and Richard Kirstein. This is pertaining to tower crane. I think this one in Malaysia, we usually normally see tower crane, kan, on construction sites. So whenever it swung over adjoining land, is it a trespass? Yes, it is. But whether the plaintiff want to take action, that's another story, kan. But for this case, there was an action. It was brought to the court here, and the court held that yes, this amounted to trespass to land. And then yes, you can get an injunction, okay, entitled to injunction. I mean, you have to shift your tower crane so that it won't swung over adjoining land. Swung over your own land is okay. Okay, all right. And then we have a local case. This is a judgment by federal court, very, very important. The case name is Karupanan and Balakrishna, 1994. This is the summary, but we have full facts after this. So appellant, this is federal court. So appellant encroached into a space of respondent's land, okay, by building side window. I mean, you do really step onto a respondent land, but then this is only the construction of side window. So is it a trespass? Yes, it is. Okay, it was a trespass and injunction was issued. And if you Google, the case is quite famous. So if you Google, you can see some illustration. This is the one that I found. Okay, I mean, can you visualize how it is being committed? So respondent land here, and then appellant is the hotel owner. Respondent actually is building another hotel. So it's between, they own adjoining land lah here. All right. So hotel bought by appellant and it has a window. Okay, and then it encroached the window. It doesn't touch the land, but then it encroached or it infringed the airspace. Can here trespass onto the airspace. Okay, this is the full facts lah. Okay, basically, we have lot 26 and lot 25. Okay, owned by appellant and respondent respectively. So and it involved 4-story hotel. Okay, not 1, 2, or 4 lah. 4 levels of hotel here stood on lot 26. And previous owner of lot 26, he obtained planning permission to build windows which protrude into adjacent lot 25. I mean, previous arrangement it was okay. And then it was done by using certain agreement lah, undertaking here. There was undertaking to remove the window if later any buildings were built on lot 25. I mean, if the neighbor wants to build any building, then you must promise to remove the window because it protrude onto lot 25 land here. Okay, so now later owner of lot 25, respondent lah, wanted to build a hotel, so he asked the new owner of lot 26 to remove the window. But he failed to do so. I mean, no, I don't want to remove the window of my hotels here. So the case was brought up to the federal court here, and the court said that the law, okay, in relation to trespass to land, has clearly spelled out the rights of an individual over his land. I mean, you own your land and you own certain airspace over your land. Okay, and he is given the exclusive use of airspace above his land, just above his land. So the appellant, who is owner of lot 26, had no right to encroach into the airspace of lot 25. After all, there was undertaking, but then undertaking is between the previous owner, so it doesn't bind the parties here. So the court made the ruling solely based on trespass to land principle. Okay, we have to stop here. Okay, we are going to continue just a little bit more. Okay, once you come back from your break. So until then, okay, let me stop share. I'm going to share the slide later. No need to worry. So we have 33 students lah today. So 7 are missing. So hopefully, let me stop record as well.